Alright, what's up you guys? Time for another video. And right off the bat with this one, I'm not saying at all that it's funny. This is not funny. So in advance, you know, yes, I'm trying to be humorous and sarcastic at the same time, because that's how a lot of us talk about shit we see on the news outside of YouTube. So it's definitely not a joke, but what is hilarious, even though it's not funny, not a laughing matter, you know, a poor mother probably was scared to death, but at the same time hilarious, and you're shaking your head at the same time. The cop, what she tried to pitch to the cops, according to the TV news, about why she did it, for one thing, takes a 10-year-old kid, what, 10-year-old kid, from a public swimming pool. Of course, they called the cops, and she, not only that, not a car, took the bus. Oh, and you gotta be, it's not funny, you gotta be thankful that, you gotta be thankful in a way that you do have such stupid people that can get caught because they're so stupid. That is definitely thankful. But the mother, of course, it's not a joke. The mother is probably scared shitless. And with the excuse that she pitches to the cops, I mean, if the cops even don't believe that at all, it's probably just a lame excuse. The cops, of course, ain't gonna buy that. But in the eyes of the cops and the mother, I mean, how the hell is she gonna expect them to believe that? You know, I mean, you see something going on, you hear all the stories what happens when people go and grab kids. Dumbass excuse, the lame-ass excuse, because she wanted to bring a kid to her boyfriend, because she wants to start a family or whatever. Oh, and I guess evidently the boyfriend wasn't home and didn't know about this. I mean, oh, how's that gonna fly? Oh, I got a surprise for you. We want to have a kid, you know, I want a family. Oh, not only that, I don't want to make a joke of it too, because it's not funny whether you steal a baby or a 10-year-old kid. Steals a kid that is going to be a teenager in a couple more years. I mean, say that she didn't even get turned in by the police and managed to get them. And you're also, you know, a 10-year-old, is she going to let him go to school? And in one scenario, is the kid going to grow up to be my age, like 47, be 48, this coming April, and then the kid's gonna grow up and saying, "Mom, I'm bored. I played every video game I could possibly play. Can I please go outside and get the mail? Or can I please go out and mow the grass?" You know, but you know, in a kind of a way, it's like she gets a kid that's you can kind of say like that's going to be almost a teenager. Do you really want a kid that's going to become? That's not even. She evidently ain't mature enough to have a kid, and because of doing something what she did. Come on, does it? So like, you know, not only that, in like a scenario like I said too, she even ready for a kid that's going to become a teenager in the next couple of years. I mean, come on. You're going to keep the kid in the house or something forever, and then, yeah, you're going to, I'm being sarcastic here, but then you're going to send the kid to school, and what's the kid going to tell his friends? You know, and, you know, I guess from what I'm seeing here, read more articles, what's the boyfriend think of this? Oh, surprising. Somebody didn't, when this woman goes to jail, they need to explain something to her. Show her some films, okay, the proper way that people go about raising a family and having kids. I mean, I can say well, me and some other friends, people I know, my neighbors, you know, both black and white, probably got a version of how you conceive a kid and be humorous, but you don't want to say it in an offensive way, like on here, you know what I mean, too. But you can, there is church-friendly videos about starting a family and what you do to have a family, which involves having an intimate relationship, which you later, you know, get pregnant and you go to the hospital, and where they're saying push, 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 and bang, a baby comes out. Somebody never told her that. I'm being a little sarcastic too. I'm saying, this woman, when she goes to jail, they ought to show her films maybe because somehow they do have Bible classes, different things in jail, to be fair. And in a situation like this, even though you show her such films that would be, communicating to her how normal people go about having a family and having a baby. Well, the other option is adopting. People adopt kids, which her chances of that are shot to hell now. Nobody in their right mind would let her adopt a kid. I mean, even if you go get one from a third world country that would take their chances with her as a kid dying out there, once you bring in the United States, they're used to be subject to laws and everything else, and they'll take. So that the two options, you can adopt, or you have, which if you got this far in the video, some of my people that are already subscribed to me on this video, that you'd have to, since I'm implying that the two options, I'll give you a link to a humorous song that I've gotten off a radio show, Garrison Keillor, called The Happy Sperm. That a humorous thing that maybe you guys can take a look at, that if you want to explain to a person this is humorous without being pornographic or disgusting, you know what I mean? Any humorous that you guys might want to watch, I'm going to put a link there and I'll tell you that. Garrison Keillor, called The Happy Sperm, and it's a kind of a humorous way that people go about having children. God, what the hell is... But, yeah, it's a lame excuse, and then it's not a joke either. The mother probably scared to death, and the police, in the eyes of the police, they don't know if she's one of... There's a lot of things, horror stories out there, Yeah, I'm not making a joke out of it. The mother's probably scared to death. Take a kid, a 10-year-old kid, from a public pool and go on public transportation. And like I said, it's not a joke, but you want to say, thank Jesus for very dumb criminals that do dumb things, that do shit that's so dumb that they get caught. If more of them out there were actually that dumb, the police wouldn't have to worry, parents wouldn't have to worry. Jesus.
Well, human sperm are very small, 5 microns. That's about all, just a cell with a dangly tail. Just a fraction of the ovum, but still you gotta love them. And they're produced in the testes of the male. Beneath their shiny domes, they contain some chromosomes, and that tail can kick just like a leg. Nothing could be finer than to swim up a vagina in search of a rendezvous with an egg. Oh, the sperm has one ambition, and that's to gain admission to the female reproductive canal. And once he gets in it, he goes a millimeter a minute, along with 40 million of his pounds. He's a cell, but he's no boob. When he sees that fallopian tube, he goes into some crazy figure eights. About 10,000 times as those female enzymes keep egging him on to penetrate. A few sperm advance and they do their little dance, but only one gets through the egg membrane. The merger of those two, oh well, that's what led to you. So be grateful that your dad did not abstain. That old man in the garage once let loose a great barrage, and though he is now ancient and infirm, and his breath is bad. Children, he's your dad, because he contributed those sperms. You can get them from a bank, or from Jim or John or Frank. But when it comes to fatherhood, oh, there's just one man to thank. He was young and he was dumb, but when things began to hum, he did not withdraw. He became your pa. And that, my dear, is where we all came from.